He's from the surface. You know what that makes him? Food. When you get worse in the cave, if you don't live here, odds are you're not going to live very long at all. Something's going to eat you. He'll be eating here not too long. But anyway, there's the sea snail shell. Now, we know it's a snail shell because the chamber's open all the way through it. Another piece of horn coral, another piece of snail, just layers and layers of ocean animals all through our ceiling and wall. Now there's the other end of that passageway there. It's only it didn't go very far, but you can see how the bedding plane brought the water in, carved down, stopped up, turned this way, carved the passageway out we walked through today. Don't forget them rocks sticking out there, they're still hard. Right up here, I want to show everybody my favorite fossil in the cave. What it is a worm trap. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them crayfish right there. Well, 5, doesn't it? Now, I know a worm trap doesn't sound impressive. Everybody's seen a squiggle out of the mud before, but I can impress you with this one. It was a big old worm right there. Oh, now, what's more impressive than the size of the worm is you got to remember it was mud in the ancient ocean that animal burrowed that trail in. It never got disturbed. Everything compressed, turned into limestone. After that, the plates of the earth crashed together, shoved the Ozark Mountains up. Water started coming in the cracks, carving caves out. Came across the bedding plane, carved the rock out underneath that, and revealed that ancient trail. Now, I know it's not a dinosaur footprint, but that's a cool fossil right there. Oh, did you just say snake? Couldn't be a snake.
It looks like a snake.
Well, it couldn't be. You know how I know that? Number one, scientists told me it couldn't be, but I don't know how to explain it that way. But I can give you some basic logic to tell you why I know it's not a snake. You want to hear it?
Yes, we want to hear it.
Oh, they do? Oh, they want to. Plug your ears. Plug your ears. Okay. Well, if a worm eats dirt, dirt goes in one end, comes out the other, leaves a little trail behind it. But if a snake eats dirt, it just gets all blocked up and dies. Couldn't have been a snake. You didn't listen to me. Oh, there's another one of the crayfish. You can see his claws sticking out right there.
Yeah.
We'll call him Mr. Krabs. That looks like a pretty big one right there. You know what happens when them things pinch me on the finger when we're helping the scientists catch them? You know what I say when that happens?
Ouch.
Yeah. It hurts. And you don't just throw them against the wall. You know why? Because they're kind of rare. It'd be kind of a moral dilemma. Some people say there's little people running around everywhere. Usually it's the Irish, and I think it's I think it's enhanced by something. But anyway, we've got tracks of little people right there. See those little handprints? Raccoons. They come back in here, and I'll tell you what, they're just like a bunch of teenage boys. They just tear things up, always getting in trouble. And then what you can kind of see why somebody think as a kid did that, little old handprints there. Bats are like teenagers. They're out all night, browsing around, come back, sleep all day. Right up here off the side of the trail on the ground is something I want to show you. What it is a big old pile of poo. Bat poo or guano. And the reason it's there, well, right up there is where the mamas raised all the babies this year. That's the maternal colony site for our big brown bats. That Yep, that's where they got raised. You know what that is? That's what's left the bugs been gnawing on me the last few days. Bats make great neighbors, but I wouldn't want them moving in with me. That'd be an awful mess in the living room. Once we all get past, I'll show y'all something else. Did you all see it?
Yeah, we saw it.
Well, there's something else up there too. You know what? Everything's got something trying to eat it in the natural world. Now, right up there, we got a black snake.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Oh, wow, look, honey.
He has got up in there. You know what the bats did? They left.
Yeah.
Yep, that's why those bats were back there underneath that sign. They found some other places to roost. And that snake better be careful, because when you come in a cave and you're a snake, you stay in here too long, you get too cold, you can't move anymore. Yep, he's probably getting close to that state. Whether he'll warm up and get out or not, I don't know. But one thing I do know, that's been going on a long, long time. I try not to interfere with things. You know what you don't do when you bring folks in the cave? You don't point out spiders and snakes until you're sure everybody's okay. We got wolf spiders in the cave show up once in a while, and they get really big. One time I didn't even intend to, was walking out back there, it was kind of narrow, and I shined my light, and right here was a big old wolf spider. There was a woman behind me that literally ran tracks up my back over the top. That's a lesson you never forget.
Well, the cave tour is about over with. And again, this entrance is 55 foot tall and 100 foot wide. This video really doesn't do it any justice, but it's huge, huge opening.
Now, we just scratched the surface on the human history here, and that's the shortest history of the cave. The natural history, oh, we didn't even really talk about that, but we did show you something really rare. There's a crayfish, it's called the black cave salamander.
I know parts of it was too dark. I apologize for that, but the tour is basically over with. But hope you all enjoyed that. But here's just a little bit better idea of the size of the opening of this cave. Huge. I'm gonna go straight up.
Where the spice at? There's 3 spies associated with the cave. You want to hear about that? I'll come back and we got about 14 hours worth of information.
Well, there it is, folks.
No way we can cover it all on the tour.
Smallin Civil War Cave.
Porta potties, refreshment stand. Even the best movie gets kind of boring after 2.5 hours. Come back and see us different seasons.
I would love to take that wild tour.
My favorite time is August and the first part of September. Usually it's because the cave gets quiet like this. Usually June, a lot of our guys are using megaphones on a lot of days in June because of the river roaring through there. That's how serious the drought is so far this year. We were here in 2012 during that drought and it was like this. What's really neat, last week we did a crayfish survey back in the cave and there was areas where there wasn't water going for
There again, there's the entrance.
a couple hundred feet here and there. Well, those crayfish we saw, doesn't bother them in the cave. There's nothing flying through them to swoop down and eat them. They don't have any predators, so they literally just crawl back and forth between the pools, hang out, and wait for the water to come back.
It's so pretty down here. Wow. Bunch of firewood. Bunch of firewood way down in there.
nobody ever believes that, and that's not what we feed you guys. Baked beans, cornbread, potatoes. It's a lot of food. It's catered. It is a good dinner.
Back in the gift shop, I'll show you that photo we took. There's also a guest book in there if you want to sign in, let us know what you thought, how you found us, where you're from, we value all that. There's a couple books in there too, one I wrote, one my wife.
All right, well, we're going to close this down for now. We're going to go to that car museum here a little bit. Thank you for joining me. Hope you have a good day, and we'll see you here a little bit.